Hello traders and welcome to this Bitcoin technical and order flow analysis video. So I'm back from my holiday. It was for the 7 days. I was taking almost no trades on my holiday. Only thing I did on the holiday was, when we go to trades, was adding to my swing trade, which is still running from, it was very little size to the swing trade, only 10% or 15%. And I added 30% to the swing trade here. Otherwise, I was not watching order flow or charts much. Holidays are important, I feel refreshed now and ready for the next quarter. After quarter ends, after we start to, go into the winter here, then I will have a smaller holiday during the winter to go for this summer. In today's video, I want to look on Bitcoin, what was happening. I will not go over what was happening since I was gone. It was really greatly covered in our group without me. And also I will not cover my trading yesterday because I was doing a talk with our members. It was really great participation in the voice talk. And we were going over our trading of that day so that we also don't need to cover as much here. We can only focus on technical analysis. What is Bitcoin trying to do out of here? And also we will do order flow analysis as well, so we can see what is the data doing. This is Friday, so yeah, you will be prepared what can happen today and into the weekend, and maybe the Tuesday I can do another video depending on the volatility. We'll try to cover the market when it's interesting. Also, volatility is very low here. You can see how market is getting congested. The open interest is going sideways. That's one of the results. When you open open interest, you can see open interest just also had a decline here locally. Most of the open interest was spent. Now it's starting to increase, which is preparing, like market is preparing for another future move, either breakout or another swing failure pattern of the high, because we have CME. Then you go to CME, you can see Bitcoin didn't resolve the highs on the CME. We've got a really great swing failure pattern yesterday. This one was taken on multiple exchanges on the crypto, but CME still has this high to be run into the inefficiency. So that's one of the scenarios you can be looking at. So swing failure pattern of this high on CME, then reversal, also combined with the traditional exchanges. So you can see very, very congested volatility on Bitcoin. You can only, it's not ideal to scalp in such conditions. You can only do intraday trades, and you are doing them out of this more local range here, these rotations. Yes, we can start with the technical analysis and then we will move on to the order flow. One thing I will mention before I go to technical analysis, we are also seeing on 5-minute time frame, we can see them here. We continue to see, once we found the bottom at our at this pullback here at 55,000. When I return on holiday, we continue to see bullish CVD divergences, especially on spot market, but also on the perpetuals. Look at that, like you started pushing out of these regions. Then you started to see a first pullback. Look at the perpetuals delta. Leverage was trying very heavily to actually get us back to the lows or give us more meaningful pullback. Actually, delta to the downside was similar size and power as to the move to the upside, and look what happened. Yeah, you got tiny pullback. So all those shorts here got trapped, and you played out local bull CVD. And now also spot market is doing very interesting things. We can see we are trending down on these spot markets, especially here. A huge selling on Binance was happening, over 50 million on spot market. But is price following the spot market selling flows to the downside? No. You go sideways, you even manage to still hold the upside structure. These are bullish CVD divergences, and if you are in longs, because our traders were taking big longs at the 52,000, you see, I can show you, maybe I have screenshots still here. I was showing that yesterday because some people were struggling with the Friday trading while it was super easy. Look at that. So before the holiday, I was preparing some trade areas for the group. One of the trade areas was set at the below these two lows here into the big market structure. You would do swing failure pattern here and take major liquidity. So it was excellent trade area for me to take the trade. But on Friday, you were heavily bleeding because equities are also bleeding. price didn't even bother to stop here. Market was telling you, no, this is not the good value area for me. I will go and seek value elsewhere. It was happening lower. This was another area. It was actually front run of another trade area I had prepared. But you can see why. Clearly, a lot of confluence here. So yet again, you are still in long-term market structure from previous bull market. You close inefficiency gap on the VWAP, daily naked point of control hit with volume 1 and TPO, and you did tight swing failure pattern. Yes, this was also local market structure where market reversed after 49k bounce. We found big supports here, so this was a retest which can actually put higher low on the big time frames, and you can push to 60k beyond. So this was extremely pivotal area before you put in danger 49 to 50k buyers. Yes, excellent people were loading up here. You were also adding over the weekend on these pullbacks, and a lot of people got captured in our group in a swing trade out of here. Yeah, and it's already 10% move to the upside. So when you see such bullish CVD, yes, on the spot markets and also some perpetual setups, you can be patient in your longs. Yes, you've got like 10% move to the upside, so you are also booking profit over here. I'll be showing you some order flow reasons a bit later in the video why. You got some nice take profit 1, take profit 2, and you can still run. You can still let run 30-40% of the swing position easily, because still all the sellers who are trying to reverse this uptrend structure are for now getting absorbed. You look at the perpetuals also going sideways. That's why we also have a very low volatility. This is funny, right? So we trade 3 months in the summer in crazy volatility. Now when the institutional capital returns, when September is always like a big volatility push, the Bitcoins start to be like sleepy princess. Is okay, Like in such conditions, you take only few trades, and you are taking them only from the range extremes. Like you avoid trading over here. You take trades from here and here. And from these regions, this is also support. So you need to be patient. Don't get chopped up. If you take position here, you literally almost not make money on the fees. So you need to be patient with the market. One more bullish CVD setup was happening. So this was one of them. And yesterday we had also another one when we, actually no, there was no perpetual CVD. There was actually bearish absorptions a bit later. This, when I initiated shorts here, this was triggered by the limit orders, by the way, full transparency. I explained our traders how I take some limit orders. You need to have really high skills to take limit orders and very good risk management. But you see, I was taking some nice positions during Asia. And after that, I was seeing very nice bearish CVD, on the perpetuals. So spot was now leading to the downside very locally, but you can also see delta. Now you've established very local downtrend, and but the delta delta was not reaching. Delta was actually over these previous high, but price was not. So you are getting some decent absorptions on the perpetuals. Some longs were getting captured. Same thing here. You are now making even lower low, pushing to the upside. Same delta to the upside from the buyers. Should be like reaching this high without problem. No, it was not. So nice absorptions, and in the end you push to the downside, and you take some very local liquidity, and all these people who are longing in these waves are getting squared out and damaged. Yeah, then we get the nice push to the upside. We were trading. You can see that also on my trades. By the way, I had more shorts than longs, so we can turn on the trades. 5-minute time frame. This is only time I will be giving to yesterday trading, because it was already really covered in the group. Well, you see multiple shorts yesterday, scalp long as well. This was also the news event over here. This was news event, sorry. This was the big swing failure pattern, over 1% move. Easy, the most easiest trade ever for that day. And you also had the long here, but I was already not trading here. I was preparing my charts, and also for the legend talk with the members, which took like 3 hours. So this long I was not taking, but still pretty nice shorts. Okay, let's have a look on Bitcoin now. Technical analysis, we will be starting from market structure. So we see how good respect they are getting, what is happening here. Yes, so we have still contained from this market structure is pretty pivotal for much larger upsides. Why? Because in the past it was previously strong resistance, but also you have this box here, so many wicks here. Yes, price was getting supported many times, and now it's getting you are getting these rejections. Yeah, rejection. All those people who are buying here can be simply just trapped, and once market arrives to the region, they need to close positions, and they are creating additional selling pressure. Also, when you are long from here and here, you take profit too out of those intraday and swing trade positions as well, because you reach some decent targets. So this is not a surprise we range here. That's why it's pretty easy to take shots. We also have an order flow on our side to scalp it, and you can also be still participating on the move to the upside with the trend. So I love range trading. Range environment is giving me most opportunities. But now the most important folder, of course, for us locally is AMT. 30 minutes. We can go maybe 50-minute time frame, so we see that better. First of all, if you are trading for past 2 days, you have this range pull here, and you are focusing on range rotations. Even when price was over here, you can see actually this one. Why I'm missing the very local range? Yeah, it's okay. So you are focusing on the range rotations of this much smaller range, and also market is still strong for you if you trade above this VAH of this is range from 9 to, it's like covering range environment from 9 to present day, so 4 days range. Market is pretty strong if you are like building another value above here. Yes, so if you start reclaiming like you're doing now, and you start to do this, it's very good sign for you for continuation to the upsides and for potential swing failure pattern retest for future one. Why is market actually experiencing a lot of fighting here? We need to go up to a bit of higher time frame. So yes, you are very congested locally. So it's fine to trade, but very limited scalping for you, just intraday trades. This is main reason why market is so reluctant still from AMT. We had a 4 weeks range here, built a lot of volume here, a lot of value. So this is like big inflection point for the market, because if it starts, like for now it's trying again, if it starts reclaiming this box, you will open road to much higher levels. First of all, you'll be facing a lot of resistance here from the more local point of control, and also 4 weeks point of control, and also high volume node. Yes, so first resistance after you break out of here, but you also trigger a scenario where you can rotate this range fully. Like first of all, you focus on this range here, so 5-day VAH is gonna be, if you breach and manage to reclaim this and you are still in longs, that's fantastic. You can even add to your trade, and you will be waiting patiently for 59,683 to be hit and see what's the reaction. And you also combine it with the swing failure pattern strategy, because you have two highs close together. So it's very likely market not only stops here at VAH, and also can do and breach those highs and do swing failure pattern. Another great setup. But this is still strong resistance for the Bitcoin. So you watch all these regions. Yeah, you pick the battle. Why should I pick battle here in the inefficiency? This is not resistance for the Bitcoin. Yeah, I always want battle. Imagine as a warrior, you pick battle when you have advantage. So your advantage is up here. It is highs and in this point of controls. Not when market was moving impulsively on low volumes, inefficiency, and this is not real resistance. Yes. If you're looking for trades over here, you are standing on a battle, and enemy is behind, below the hill. Yep. So that's if we start breaking out, and if you reclaim the 5-day VAH and you don't do swing failure pattern out of these highs, you can be thinking about full range rotation into the 4 weeks VAH and today point of control. It was traded already, so it's weaker. You see we had 1-2 slices of it, so it's much weaker already. I still have it on chart, but maybe we'll be deleting that. But 4 weeks VAH is gonna be another big target for you, and it's gonna be again decision point. If you do swing failure pattern of this high and start building new value and rejection, or you go beyond. If you go beyond this high, it's very likely Bitcoin will go a lot more to the upside. This is not much resistance. Like this was very impulsive move to the downside. Very little resistance in these areas. Yes, just be aware of that. So that's from AMT. How would you see signs of weakness? So we know we are in shorts from here. I already had a lot of take profits. Was milking Like even if I get stopped now, I already hit multiple take profit, so it's not gonna be losing trade for me, like zero chance. What I want to see if I'm in shorts from here, I want to see weakness from the Bitcoin, and the first step will be market structure change and also losing that val here. Yes, and then you can start thinking about looking for this low retest and even revisiting the best support Bitcoin can give you for much deeper pullback, which is over here, 54,300. 3-day range. This point of control is very naked from multiple like angles. One thing you need to be aware of, which is like one of the dangers of this range, was like 2 days out of this range were happening in the weekend, and we know weekend price action and volumes are really low. Mainly retail is participating, which is making that also weaker, this area weaker. So if this was not a weekend, this would be absolutely excellent. 54,300, like super juicy. You can still get bounce. Just be careful how you bounce. Just make sure to take some nice take profit once you're risk free. Weekend traders, usually their positions are getting around both direction in the end. So if you lose this point of control, it's very likely market will take out this box and take out the liquidity out of these people. So that's another scenario you can watch. So this is more local AMT affecting us. High volume nodes, these are naked high volume nodes, they are waiting for retest. Yes, you also see once you arrive into the AMT resistance, into these 2 point of controls, these are precise levels for these scalps and intraday trade, but you also know you'll be facing stiff resistance, high volume node. Yes, so market can even slow down again here in this high volume node, and we will see what happens. So much volume was traded here, so just be careful over here. Like we can have a look now on medium time frame. So these pools are mainly like more than 1 month plus. As price is, you know, so we've got the big push from 49k, reversal 65. Now we are going for very deep pullback for 52,500 support. I was showing you at the beginning of the video why we reversed. Very juicy swing trade. You are now getting 10% bounce. It also means as you were retesting for such lower regions, you can do 1 month range pull over here as well. So you can watch. From that perspective, you are starting to rotate this range again. So while you hold about 56,330, you are pretty safe in your longs, in your swing longs, or even from this long and this long. So for now, you can just focus on this. Again, 1 more point of control out of this range is waiting at 59,217. And fully rotating this range is target is 61,344. Is it aligning with the? Yeah, it's pretty close with the more localized range as well. So very nice. Another reason why market is like very pretty stable here is that there is a lot of fighting going on in the anchor VWAPs. A lot of people trade anchor VWAPs on the Bitcoin, also the bots. Now, few things you can see. Since the low, we've got new anchor VWAP, which is measuring current uptrend. Bulls are still fully in control in such uptrend. There is zero weakness. You see how we build a lot of volume here. Now we've got the first nice retest after a long time. It was like maturing like good French wine, boom to the upside. So this was really great retest. In the future, you should really have alerts here to see how we retest another, how it's gonna happen, what will be reaction for this retest in the future. Maybe another opportunity for you to add to long, to get new long. We will see. And you see, we are now facing stiff resistance from these anchor VWAPs. Look at them. So 3 of them, this is like box. We are keep rejecting. We can see why and where are they coming from, because each one is important in its own merits. The most important anchor VWAP affecting you to the upside. That's why a lot of people also take profit. So this range is not only because like global distribution, but a lot of longs are taking profit with the limit orders after 10% move to the upside out of the nice support, because they are seeing that anchor VWAP, which is measuring current downtrend from 65,000. Okay, so it's, and in the past, this anchor VWAP was pretty heavy resistance. 1, 2, 3. The reaction is getting smaller. This is also the thing. The more you retest some of the, some of the area or some of the volume-based indicator, it can be weaker. So you just need to be aware. the market is compressing heavily. And second, second most important VWAP for us for the past month is the current uptrend as well. This is measuring people who were buying Bitcoin since we've got the big dip to 49,000. You know, each time we were trading above, market was keeping higher time frame market structure and bias to the upside. Yes, like here, big retest. We've lost it briefly, but reclaimed in few hours. Then you've got, look at that, 2 clean retests, 1, 2. That's what we like. Now, a lot of chop around. I cannot trade it anymore. It's still not ideal for my bias. But now, as I see, market starts to trade and spend a lot more time below this anchor up. Now you're opening road for the more to the downside, because you know you put all these people who are longing from 50k into the danger. So now it's pivotal point. If you want to see like larger moves to the upside, you need to reclaim 58,500 region and this VWAP. So you you release pressure on these longs from this anchor VWAP. So yeah, that's the pivotal area, and you have like secondary VWAP measuring also the top range as well. So this is like big box. So another reason why market is so congested, there's a lot of indecisions. Yes. Order blocks we don't need to go over. We have some symmetry we can go over a bit. We have multiple pools. Each one will be invalidated if you are like breaking structure. This one, this pool is symmetry target. If we continue breaking to the upside and you repeat similar symmetry of this one wave, you will have 1-to-1 target at 61,200. Okay, so that's the most local bullish uptrend pool. Second pool you will be watching is, which is probably very large pool. Yes, a high low pullback. If Bitcoin loses this low and this low, you have big target for 1-to-1 extension of this initial move to the downside and pull back to 43,856. One more pool, and this is a bearish pool. It's going to be invalidated when you breach this high, so be aware of that. It was also perfect for your, so when you were loading up some nice longs here, you also were taking shorts profit based on the symmetry and extension, because you know this was pivotal pull here from this high, impulse to the downside, first big change of character, pull back, and now you are getting that pull, and once you are going to the downside, 1-to-1 extension hit. So those are more local and higher time frame extensions. Balance zones. This is the most important balance zone for you locally. Excellent symmetry again for the Bitcoin. You see, we started, this was the first high we put in after the impulse from the 40k, and we stopped here at this low for the pullback. Price spent most of the time in this region, so you are getting beautiful balance zone, and you can estimate liquidity if you don't have trading different tool. 125 was hit over here, which means you stopped out a lot of people who were having stop losses and liquidations in these regions. Once market moved below this, we've got first swing failure pattern, then we moved. You were expecting at least market will hit 54,350. Yes, so this was minimum target, and you see we actually went even further, so 0.5 extension hit with more shorts. So you damaged even more longs than a short out of this range. In the future, if you go beyond this high, you know what's the symmetry. It's now 0.5 will be, 1.5 will be your target with 66,126. Local FIPS still waiting to be hit. Trap traders, nothing changed for them. These are, I don't have all of them because we also had some trap traders in these regions. I need to mark them very over the weekend probably. Still massive longs trapped at 70,000 will be future big resistance, and also in the week. Daily levels stay right above us. Naked point of controls. These are the most immediate ones. They are waiting for us. Yes, these two. In case we lose this low. to the upside. You watch those two in the close proximity, and the naked point of controls below. Composite naked point of controls, you also pay attention to, like for example this one is coming from when you merge these three sessions together. Yes, it's giving you very, very strong area. We had a lot of people who were shorting in this region and they got trapped, so I expect nice reaction out of this. Even though this was weekend price action, still there should be easy scalp at least from this composite naked point of control, so watch it in the future, please. Everything I say in the video is just for entertainment and education, no financial advice. And this one is also interesting. It's this point of control is front running the main point of control at 59,200. So if you see front run, you know why. Maybe you get two trades: first reaction from here and second reaction from another one. Key level, we still trade below key level until we reclaim this key level. For me is no, like, of course it's still bull market, but if you want to see new all-time highs, you just need to trade about 69,200. It's so simple. Each time we've breached it, market was trying to build new all-time highs or just trade outside this most volume we traded in this red box. So just be aware of that. It's very key for the Bitcoin and for the all-time highs. Medium time frame anchor VWAPs, now they're actually catching to us. And the support, well, you know, you can view Bitcoin, this is 6-month range. Some pools are bearish, some pools are bullish, but you know, one thing is certain, like these higher time frame anchor VWAPs now are catching up to the price and they will be supportive factor. Bitcoin is showing a stability. It's the more time you spend in some area is not just sign of weakness, but also signs of strength. Yeah, because people accepted this price for a long time. Doesn't matter if it's low volume. So, and these anchor VWAPs will be supporting VA levels. So how we are looking here, we go to 1 hour time frame. This was really excellent, by the way. This also affected your bias. Like you were opening weekly open was reclaimed very quickly, and you started pushing to the upside. You even got the retest, so weekly candle is still nice fat green for now. Monthly open still resistance. Once reclaimed, should accelerate moves to the upside. We have two naked VAHs from the weekly ranges. They come from here. You know those are targets for you, because same thing like when Bitcoin is reacting very strongly on previous day range areas, like when you get acceptance into the previous day range, you often rotate it fully, yeah, from VAH to VAL. Same thing with the weekly, you just apply these to higher time frames. You are still rotating this previous week range with the targets at 59,000. And another naked weekly VAH is over here. Oftentimes when you have a lot of confluence, there is like additional confluence for you to pull the trade. When it's like people take profit when they see that, right? Okay. I forgot to check high volume nodes from our major range. We are still not in it. We are still below. We build some volume here. Like it's a lot of resistance to the upside for the Bitcoin from these high volume nodes. You see how we stopped over here. This one still will be crucial for any bull market resume, and also another area for us for big major swing short from here, for big regions. So be aware. Swing failure patterns. Currently. Like that. Key highs to be taken. You can see a lot of inefficiency on the Bitcoin. The closer look at that, this was so beautiful. That's the only thing I regret on holiday. I could not participate here on multiple accounts, just one of the account I have in phone and swing account. So that is okay, because this gave you really tight invalidation, such swing failure pattern. And you see in the future, if market starts pushing, you know what's really likely Bitcoin will be trying to fix is those two highs close together. Too close together, they can cascade their stop losses and liquidations into each other. Very nice future setup. Let's move this into appropriate folder. Liquidity. Yesterday we took a bit of this major liquidity of 1 week. I can move it. Another juicy liquidity to the upside. And to the downside, I just use the trading different. I don't mark everything here. No CME gap in close proximity, medium time frame extensions. We don't need to check long-term market structures to our time frame. If you are looking for swing trades, of course, you pay attention to them. So at the start of the 53,700, you already were in this market structure. Look at that. It stopped us over here beautifully. It stopped us over here. It's really interesting formation as well. I personally don't trade head and shoulders or something like that, but it's like symmetrical. Like this bounce is very symmetrical to this one. So if we continue pushing to the upside, targets will be definitely at least here and this. Yes. Still such a good market structure zone from previous bull market. Look where it was born. Long time ago. Long time ago. Previously it was big support for us. Yes, when you are pushing. And Bitcoin after a few years still pays attention to it. What a beauty, right? Because some people trade just these big time frames, 4 hour to 1 day to 1 week, when they are just swing trading. They place limit orders on spot, and they also perpetuals. Beautiful. And now this market structure has is like highlighted red for me, so this has a lot of influence. Like this is like big battleground. You see so many rejections here already. Look how many wicks we've got here. So many. Again here. This is like pivotal area for me to reclaim, and you open road for much higher upside. Yeah, so if you're in swing long, you want to see this area reclaimed. I'm showing you a lot of stuff when you are patient in your trades, when you don't close prematurely. How is our channel doing? So we have the local channel over here. It's pretty ugly. Like it's very symmetrical and nice structure, but like top channel formation, but the lows are so many fake outs. That's why you cannot trade geometry as primary confluence for your trading, because you would be stopped out so many times. But on the reclaims, at least you're getting additional. But yeah, market is falling out of this. I don't like to readjust channels, but it's possible market maybe starts to watch it like that. Like it's ignoring this initial pull which born you the channel trend lines, but it could be like that as well, which is making more sense. So you can watch it as well like that. I will probably keep it like that, because I see the market was not respecting this pull initially. Like it was born here. Yeah, 1 2 3, you are getting beautiful channel. Only thing exception I accept to trade geometry a bit is high time frame swings, and you've got this beautiful 2 retests, and then it was lost. So I think market is now respecting this pull here, where you've got much better reactions. Like yeah, you see. But we are still, this is the thing. You cannot predict like very high time frames. It's pretty hard because you have so many black swan events. You don't know how the US elections finish. US elections will be one of the main accelerators for the Bitcoin and for a lot of assets in the world, to the upside or to the downside, because both administratives have different goals, and they will be like, for example, Democrats they want to introduce higher taxes, so it's very likely it's gonna crash equities 10% maybe at least, so it's gonna have negative effect on Bitcoin. And also they are not pro crypto, so you cannot it's very hard to predict. But what you can see in this data, like you can see these more local, you can take more local setups, like you've got big long positions here. I'll be showing you that from Orderflow, because you've got TA confluence here, but also Orderflow was aligning you to get a swing trade at least. But to predict such a big moves, you cannot account for the black swan events, which we are waiting for. And also yeah, so this is the channel to watch more locally, 6-month channel. And also we have this macro channel still, and we need to go to the time frame, so you can see that this is very old channel, and you can see the midline is still getting protected. Yes, retest and front run. Yeah, bulls don't want to really lose that midline, because it will open road to actually do pullback, much larger pullback, and take out this impulse fully into this previous 2-month range or even lower. high time frame anchor view ups. You see they are from previous bull market. They are still, and even like bear market signs, they are still curving, and they are continuing to chase Bitcoin. There will be future support. Like we will have so many anchor view ups catching up to the Bitcoin one day. Yeah, we will see how well it will hold us if it gave us floor. Like these are most important for me from higher time frame. Look at this one. This one is measuring volume from 2019. This one is measuring volume from Corona lows. I think when we were breaching, the market told you clearly which one is the most important for the market, and it's over here. You can view this as the one big band, yes, also, but also market told you clearly where it wants the value and which are the most important ones, and it's this one. So its first one is from Corona lows, yep, and second one started over here. Since Saturday, May 2021. Okay. One more thing we can have a look at is the main macro channel as well. How it's doing. Okay, so this is looking still decent. Market is still really fighting to stay in the macro high volume node. We still trade above this POC. Yeah, while you do so, it's more encouraging for the Bitcoin, but you know, for high time frame, the very simple thing you need to do still, this actually didn't change from the last video, is to take out this high here to fully negate downtrend structure on big time frames. Yes, so you can have higher low put in, could be this higher low, yeah, 52k, the Bitcoin. That's why you participate on swing trade as well. Do that, and now you have just born new uptrend was born on high time frames. Yeah, so and then you all like big job for you is gonna be catch the pullback and like that participate further. Or if you know Bitcoin, we know what Bitcoin loves to do. When take out this high and fail swing failure pattern, it can actually go vertically. It's Bitcoin, volatile beast. Now we can go briefly into the technical, to order flow, and then I will be closing the video because weekend is coming. We can have a look on Exocharts. Main scalping template is more for execution. Very low volumes today, so there is nothing to write songs about. The relative volume is still super weak in these candles. I personally wait for the New York session to open to give us volatility. We have no news event today, so it's very likely market can be boring today into the weekend, possible, because also low open interest build up. You can see also since. So this is the since Asia. Look at the volumes. Look at those sad volumes, man. This is much worse than even summer. 50-minute candles have only 100 million volume and below. That's very, very sad. Even here, if you are rejecting a bit, look at the volume, still super sad. It's hard to trade such conditions. You already need to be in trades and let this really retail chop, because big market participants are definitely not here. They are, they are in the limit orders. They are waiting at the range extremes. I will do the same. This is another reason why we are going sideways, because you have a lot of limit orders on the sell side above us, and stabilization. Like yesterday, I gave groups very strong support starting 57,200 when you take out this low for swing failure pattern and bounce into the limit walls, or like it was big area 57k down to 56,400. Limit orders were also agreeing with me. That's another reason you are in this choppy range indecision, because you need larger volumes to actually break outside both directions. Oftentimes you have a one-way traffic, like you have massive selling pressure here, and all the books are empty to the downside, so market is much easier to move to the downside. Now it's not so, and market is ranging where it's allowed to. You see much limit orders here? No, it's pretty empty, so that's why we range here. It's like the market can breathe, but only in this pocket for now. Look at the spot market, same thing. When we zoom out, we can clearly see, like on Binance, you will need tens of millions to continue to the upside. It's not empty. Each 500 you have pretty significant walls, 1 to 200 bitcoins. So it's not going to be easy for the Bitcoin to the upside, but to the downside we also see nice demand. For example, this is really great. 56k future retest can give you a beautiful trade. You have very big walls here. This is significant. This is 180 bitcoins on spot. So you see spot buyers are willing to chase the price. They add walls. This one is pretty fresh. This one. So you are also getting support from here. But if you have not enough demand and not enough selling pressure, you just range. You just range in these low volatility conditions until market decides if I want to start eating to the upside or eating to the downside. So simple. So relative volume still pretty dead. Not much trades to be had until New York, very likely. Core 30-minute TPO session, how we open here. Look at that, so congested range. You don't even like, sometimes you rotate previous day range. Where is the open? Oh, actually we did here, we already did. You were tagging previous day val, and now you almost hit the previous day VAC. So I already consider a previous day range rotation complete. There is no edge to be had on that. Also, it's higher probability trade when daily open opens outside previous day range. So it would be like when you want to trade previous day rotations, just remember that very simple rule: daily open needs to be outside, and then you need to get acceptance. Yeah, those two 30-minute candles is much more likely than you will rotate the range. If it's inside, yes, you can still rotate, but it's less probability. So remember, outside, daily open, either direction. You can also merge these two ranges together so you get better values. Last thing you want to is to trade inside the middle of the range, yes, because you have 50-50 chance. You have very wide stop loss to the downside, to the upside. It's killing trading. You can only engage the market from the VAC of that range. So over here, when you take the range highs, same thing to the downside. You are looking now. You have also look at that. So these are lows close together. This was extremely tight swing failure pattern. For me, it's tradable, but also it's equal lows in my vocabulary. So in the future, you have double liquidity here, so you can actually fix this with much better low and push. Yeah, so you watch that as well, and you also watch these 1-2 lows close together again for another swing failure pattern or for breakdown into the point of control. That's what you watch locally. This one is pretty good, and these two you also watch. Can even merge this, how it looks. Today point of control naked one is over here a bit higher, so you can watch both of them in case you get front run. We don't need to watch that. We can have a look on these templates, 5-minute time frame. How are the sessions? You can literally answer why we focus on New York trading and myself. Look at that. The major moves always in New York. Major like leading moves. Again, New York, massive volatility, massive moves again. These levels also from New York are the strongest because they carry the highest volume. So remember that gold nugget, yeah? Look at that pullback, and you never trade exact level. You always view it as area. This is like wider high volume node. You got it exactly, like you held exactly at the where high volume node was ending, push to the upside, and you also got precise reaction. Look at that, you got first precise reaction out of the point of control. New York levels always important for you. Look at that, TPO hit, reversal, again another major move during New York. Yeah, New York is the king. He's the king of volatility. So London traders are drinking coffee or tea, just reading newspapers, little leverage, maybe 1x leverage, very lazy, yes. Asia is, 70% of my trades taken past few months were in New York session, 20% Asia, a lot of on alerts, and 10% on New York. So New York is the less traded session for me, sadly. Okay, let's go further. This is the template. With this template we were yesterday trading the swing failure pattern. I made a nice tutorial, 50-minute tutorial on this template. It makes trading easier for you as a swing trader and also the intraday trader. Also, if you take scalp, for sure, because you can see clearly if market is making it easier to move somewhere or not. Yesterday's swing failure pattern was amazing because we saw with big absorptions, point of control at the top of the candle in the wick, really great. Some big wall was filled, a lot of buyers, and once you started reversing, do you see any absorptions? Look at that hollow candle, very little absorptions before. We were like trying to do swing failure. Someone was trying to protect, we will not do a swing failure pattern, but he failed. Just nothing significant. And once we start moving down, boom, to the downside, hollow candle, not much people fighting and trying to, stop market again to the downside. And now you start to see first absorptions, but still nothing crazy. On the sell side, you also see the buyers are getting absorbed, so market is not finished yet. Look at the buy side, you have pretty heavy colored. So you see market is not ready to bounce, but one thing you were like definitely taking profit to, and I also highlighted that in the group, was when we had these absorptions. Yes, here, look at that. Yeah, over 60 million, 50 million actually from big buyers, big sellers on what spot. So one wave was absorbing all those people, all those shorts. Definitely take profit too on the scalp, on this intraday short and also scalp short if you want it. And as you continue, you see another more absorptions on the pullbacks, telling you market still has intention to move to the upside. Now it's very low volume, so this template is giving me zero edge, very little edge to me. It's very balanced, so I use this template on a high volatile move and high volume moves, and also when we do swing failure pattern and we revisit extremes of the range. Excellent template. I can also see very easily who, like if you are trapping some traders with the open interest, like, and the delta, you watch delta and open interest, and within few seconds you know which side of the market is getting trapped with the big sides, yeah, because they are fueling the moves, like here. Open interest is increasing, delta is pretty neutral, but I know there is very likely some big short is also getting, because the overall negative, nice selling pressure and like big short getting absorbed here, these regions. So that's one example. Okay, let's go here. This is, we don't need to check. Weekly time frame. Market still in the previous big range. As we said, we have these two targets. How is the monthly looking? Monthly, we are also in the range of the previous month. $61,900 target. When we merge this, how it looks. It's looking nice. Okay, let's have a look on Tradinglite and then TRDR. Maybe I can show you also the liquidity. Hyblock we don't watch. I can have a look on Okotoki as well. Where are the keynotes? Sell side pretty heavy. Market is pretty fat to the upside on a sell side, especially 60,000 getting protected very heavily, 59k as well. And the perpetuals are also like piling in here, so 60,000 future resistance very likely. And then you've got this, all these resistances region, 62,000 also big one to the downside. 57,000 mild spot support, much better support, 56k, followed by 58,000. Okay, 58,000 also decent. Yeah, its sell side is much heavier to the upside, but spot is also like bidding a bit. 56k strongest region. We already discussed the spot walls, also the perpetual walls as well. All of that was done here. The most simple thing you can really do, and that's what we sometimes do, yeah, we are like in both, we are in we are positioned both directions. Like I'm short from here on 2 accounts. I'm swing long from here when I edit. Also, I was not trading here because I was on holiday, but you also had chances to build some intraday long from here, here, here. You can also be, you can be at the same time, like you can be hedging your profits with this short here. In case we go for deep pullback, you can profit on that, then you can add to your long. Simple. Both directions, exposure currently is the most smart move for you. Because you are waiting which market, like where market decides to go. We are facing resistance, but also potentially if we start pushing, you know, by the way, new walls are popping up here. Yes, this is 60,200 we were mentioning, and also look at that. So this is first intraday area of support, but you also have, look at those, very, very decent demand, 55,000 getting protected down to 54,500. Definitely set future alerts over here. Lots of demand here. It's pretty fat. Okay, we can seal the, so where is trading different? Let's have a look. How is the liquidity looking? Yesterday's swing failure pattern took, you see, we didn't take the note fully. We took for like 30% of it. Sometimes you don't take notes fully. You are not obliged. The market does what it does. But it also means when you are taking swing failure pattern, you need super tight stop loss, because you know if market goes beyond this high, and there is very little resistance in order books, it's very likely you feel like you do cascaded move to the upside, like few $100s. To the downside, first good liquidity starts over here below all these lows. 1, 2, 3, 4 lows close together. Very, very juicy region to be run in the future. And also these two lows as well. And to the downside, extremely juicy liquidity below this low. Wow, fat. Where we have nice supports. We can have a look on TRDR now, and that's going to be it. This is why we happily scalp short this range. Traders know that in the group. Scalp short, like intraday short as well. Order books are still pressuring here. I'm utilizing that pressure for myself. Definitely not longing into resistance. I'm not breakout trader, and I will never be. On pullback, you've got a small flash of the supporting bands from the, this was, I think, yeah, aggregation on perpetuals, aggregated data, and you also know why you are in swing longs from here. Look at that. We've got medium to high time frame support on the order books when we were reaching 52k. Most people in the world, retail traders, were in fear, while it was your grand opportunity to long with the smart capital who was putting hundreds of millions of bitcoins to stabilize the market. And it was continuing as we were in the range. It was still over here, so you've got plenty of time to get positioned. It also means you need to take profit on short if you were from earlier short, yes, and you have got plenty time to do that with order books. Look at those bands, yeah, so many bands stabilize the price, and also selling pressure bands. This is absolutely crazy template. 50 hours put into backtesting to just run like this. Yeah, not many people in the world do that, so that's why they are not getting results in trading. We already reached first targets. That's why I also took a lot of profits over here. I mean, take profit too when this delta played out over here into 1 billion. So selling pressure, all those sellers into the impulse rebuy position back, they got wrecked. This is connected to the initial point of selling knowledge, which is like this. When you go beyond the impulse, you start to destroy people who are shorting the impulse with a nice force buying. So that's what happened there. Easy. You can look at that. Market doesn't have much fuel to move actually. That's why we don't move. But we also had like nice spike of buyers here. So in case we go for pullback, there will be nice fuel for the pullback. We need to do is lose these lows as well. Liquidations, I think they are liquidations are pretty low, nothing to write songs about. You've got big liquidations at this low as well for this swing. Aggregated open interest, this will be interesting. So 1 minute, this will be interesting. I think market will start moving very violently once we like move out of these regions. You know why? Because you have very big open interest build up out of this point. We've added how many? 47,000 bitcoins. 47,000. How much is that in 47,000 with price 58,000? 2.7 billion of bitcoins were added in this since 13th of August and is increasing. We also had big move to the downside, and you are not seeing very large open interest decrease. Actually, look at that spike here. This big spike of open interest coming from 269 to 287 were many shorts. Yes, now market started uptrending and you were starting to destroy all these people who were in shorting in this impulse. You already took down most of them, like 80% of the people from here are destroyed, or 90%. Okay, that's why market is slowing down now. But I think as we went down so heavily to 52,000 regions, and we haven't seen, because if you have so many people long in these regions, you should see also like big drop to the open interest like that. It didn't happen, so it's showing you also this potential. There is a lot of shorts also in this open interest, and if it continue higher, you will only then see big open interest decrease and all these people will be destroyed, all these shorts. You can also investigate exactly where and how many positions are in. I will do that because I will actually plan to do that over the weekend or maybe on Monday. So I want to see composition of this. It's easy to find out with the tools we use. But my thinking is we will see big open interest decrease on a push to the upside. They will be fueling the move, a lot of shorts in there. And these people as well locally. They are not like open interest is getting squaring out, but it doesn't have to be just from these local shorts, like massive ones, also from the earlier shorts taking profit as they see Bitcoin fail to break down for 50k and lower. How is the, so let's go to CVD. How is the CVD looking? So yes, here we are. So Binance still selling. That's the thing, you know, that's the only thing which is slowing down the current uptrend. Like Binance is still dumping. Look at that, like Binance selling like crazy, distributing, while ETF buyers, because we know Coinbase represents ETFs and also US consumer, Binance, I mean Coinbase is buying heavily, so it's like divergence here. The Coinbase bought already, so from 4,000 bitcoins they bought already, but Binance is stronger. 42 down to, oh okay, so Coinbase sold 7,000 bitcoins and Coinbase bought 7,000, Binance sold 7,000, so it's like they are squaring each other out. But it's very likely general flows of the market are to the upside in other exchanges, which is this one. So Bitstamp is actually still pushing with the Coinbase, and they are not small, definitely not small, because you see they bought 2,000 bitcoins already with this Coinbase. A lot of time, like recently I see Bitstamp and Coinbase cooperating together with the volumes. Someone is, by the way, dumping on Kraken. How much is that recently? Ooh, that's a big selling. Recently someone dumped on Kraken. This is also, like when we zoom in, this is giving us this very local pullback actually from the range. Someone just sold on Kraken from 400 bitcoins. Ooh, that's a heavy sell. That's, you know, on Kraken. People from Mt. Gox distribution, they have their money there, so someone probably lost the patient. You can have a look. Kraken, and we need BTC. I mean, Kraken has XBTC, and very likely is that what are the volumes here? Volumes are there. I mean that, so it should be then USD. The USD. Oh yes, it was USD. Heavy sellers here. Extremely heavy sellers actually on Kraken. This is unusual. Someone had enough, but so far they are getting absorbed. At least you can see that into the wall. So it's contained by the whales, but it's giving you that pullback. So yeah, you see how everything is interconnected, my dear traders. Yeah, they continue selling actually. They might even help my short remaining position, because I already today I look at that, this so little trading from me today. I was adding, before I initiated legend talks, I was adding to my scalp short and take profit to was taken here on a scalper account. So I played safe. This was 1% move. Of course, I like it. 1% make a day during low volatility is like minimum target. So I already made that as I'm waking up. What not to like? Okay, we trade and we take what market gives. If it's just not much, then you take what is given. So that's spot. What else? Oh yeah, this is great template, very heavily utilized for the intraday trades. We still trade the pressure, general pressure in the spot market, and also perpetuals, these two columns here. And yeah, the spot pressure starts actually increasing over here, so that's you can actually rotate the range again to the downside fully, and it's gonna be a decision if you finally break out of this range or not. This is like a bearish sign when sometimes you go down and the spot pressure is increasing. It means new sell limits are chasing the price to be filled, and they are creating pressure. So order books are still bearish locally. We know that for the past few days. That's why we trade. Since that moment here, we trade and we expect the market will go into the range and will give us opportunity for shorts. Super easy, nothing to be concerned. And funding rate is very neutral. Like current condition of the market is very, very healthy. Like spot and perpetuals are in line. Market is very calm and there is very little excess leverage in the system currently. Like alts got destroyed totally. Not to previous bear market levels, but they got flushed so hard, and Bitcoin is also super healthy. I also like to use this is still bull market, so I like to use heavy negative funding rates into my favor for swing long positions. As you see over here, each time it was opportunity, this time as well, but we combine it with the other indicator. I mean, with the other order data. This is not the indicator. This is pure raw data where I see what the whales are doing, and each time with the blue bands, winning trades with the funding rate. Okay, traders, gave you many gold nuggets. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Please like it. If I see you like what I produce, I will produce it more. Very simple equation here. I already made it with trading, so I just want to help you with the video trading, with these public videos as well. Thank you for watching. Have an excellent weekend. For me, it's going to be going into the woods. And see you around on Monday or Friday with another video. Thanks and bye.